Hello all, Roger Crow here. Today I'm going to be chatting about Captain Scarlet, which turns 50, hard to believe, at the end of September 2017. So yeah, 1967, ITV launches Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, which is the follow-up to Thunderbirds. That had been cancelled in the summer of 1966. Lou Grade wanted a new series, who was the show backer of course, and so Gerry Anderson decided to keep pushing the envelope and see what he could come up with. With the aid of an incredible effects team, including Derek Meddings and Mike Trim and Mary Turner, the modeller, they managed to come up with Captain Scarlet, which obviously was a lot darker. Echoes of the Cold War were very rife. But what a show, fantastic. One of the first shows I ever remember seeing, beautifully made, fantastic score by Barry Gray. Not just the opening theme, all the underscore stuff, that incidental music that goes on in the background while Derek Meddings is blowing stuff up. And in Paul Metcalf, I think for anyone that grew up playing with action men, then this was the first time it was possible to see an action man, if you like, or a G.I. Joe, or whatever you want to call it, in sort of human proportions on screen. Obviously no relation to Action Man or anything like that, but needless to say, Captain Scarlet spawned its own line of merchandise, from serials to eventually action figures. The show was rescreened in the 1990s after the success of Thunderbirds. But strangely, it's not been on TV since, and I do sort of wonder if the bosses are wondering whether kids are going to try and throw themselves off bridges or, into shark cages in the hope that they're also indestructible, which of course they're not. So don't try this at home, kids. Remade or revamped, if you like, in the mid-noughties. It was a not bad CG version, which I quite enjoyed, to be fair. Just a shame it was buried on ITV. So I know Gerry Anderson, I had a chat with him just before he died, sadly, and he wasn't happy with the fact that it's sort of been buried on Saturday morning TV when it should have been shown prime time, and I agree, really. It's a great show, the original, and it's a great show, the revamp, so, take your pick, but for me, it will always be that 1967 original. Can't believe it's been 50 years. I've spent a good 40 years of my life watching the show on and off. And the joy of eventually buying my own SPV when I was old enough and could afford it was quite fantastic. So I'm hoping that one day someone like Peter Jackson, who's a massive Gerry Anderson fan, will take the franchise into the 21st century and beyond, or rather a Century 21 audience. But yeah, for now it seems Captain Scarlet really is indestructible. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of my stuff, go to crowsfeet.wordpress.com. Cheers.